Have you ever woken up on a Monday morning feeling like the weight of the entire world was already resting on your shoulders before the day even began? That strange heaviness in your chest, that silent sigh you let out without even realizing it, that feeling of dread, of being stuck in the same cycle, the same routine, the same thoughts. You look at the days ahead, not with excitement, but with exhaustion, as if the week is something to survive, not something to conquer. There's something quietly brutal about the beginning of a new week. It's when reality knocks hardest. It's when all your responsibilities, all your undone tasks, and all your unspoken fears seem to pile up like heavy stones at your feet. And before you even take your first step, you're already feeling behind, already feeling small against the size of everything you think you have to face. But have you ever wondered why some people move through their weeks with a kind of steady fire burning inside them, while others seem to stumble through the days, tired and restless? Why some carry a calm sense of direction, like a compass hidden deep inside, while others feel lost, even with a map in their hands? The answer doesn't lie in talent. It doesn't lie in luck. It doesn't even lie in how much you have to do. It lies in something much deeper. It lies in how you begin. Not just how you start your day, but how you begin your week. How you prepare your mind before you take action. How you build your spirit before you build your plans. How you choose your attitude before the world has a chance to choose it for you. Because the way you begin doesn't just touch your Monday morning. It echoes into every single day that follows. It shapes the way you show up for yourself. It decides the strength of your voice when challenges arise. It becomes the silent force that either pulls you forward or holds you back. Ask yourself, do I step into my week with purpose, or do I stumble into it by habit? When was the last time you truly prepared yourself? Not just physically with tasks and to-do lists, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, for the battles and blessings that were about to come. This isn't about cramming your days full of endless goals. This isn't about checking off boxes on some long list. This is about something far more powerful. It's about intention. It's about walking into the storm with your head held high, your heart clear, and your spirit anchored. It's about deciding, before the world has a chance to shake you, exactly what you will stand for and what you refuse to surrender. If your weeks have been slipping by in a blur, if you've been feeling more drained than driven, if you wake up more out of habit than out of hunger for life, it's time to reclaim the beginning. It's time to change the way you begin, because how you start is how you live. Let's talk about what you should be doing at the very start of every week. Not just to survive it, but to own it. Number 1, begin with stillness, not speed. The mistake many people make is waking up and rushing. They rush their steps, their thoughts, even their breathing. But a powerful week doesn't begin with motion. It begins with stillness. In the quiet of the morning, before the demands of the world reach you, that is where you find your clarity. That is where you ask yourself, what matters most to me this week? Who do I want to become through the days ahead? Stillness isn't laziness. Stillness isn't weakness. It's the decision to begin from a place of control, not chaos. When you allow yourself to pause, even for a few sacred minutes, you shift from being a reactor to being a creator. You stop waiting for life to throw things at you, and you start deciding what you will bring to life. Imagine beginning each week not by scrambling, but by centering. Imagine giving yourself permission to be calm before the noise begins. That is where real power lives. Not in frantic movement, but in focused presence. Silence isn't wasted time. It's a sacred space where your intentions take root. It's where you build the foundation that can carry you through whatever storms come your way. Because no matter how wild the winds of life get, a soul anchored in stillness cannot be easily moved. Ask yourself, have I created space in my life to listen to what I truly need? Or am I so busy rushing that I miss the quiet answers my soul is trying to give me? Number 2, choose your inner language. Before you speak to anyone else, how do you speak to yourself? Are your thoughts filled with hesitation, with doubt, with criticism? Or do you remind yourself that you are capable, disciplined, and ready? Every week begins with a conversation between you and you. Most people don't realize that the words they whisper to themselves in the quiet moments have more power over their destiny than any shout from the outside world. If you call yourself weak, you will walk weak. If you call yourself incapable, you will shrink away from the very battles you were meant to conquer. But if you speak to yourself with the strength you want to see, if you address yourself with honor, discipline, and belief, you plant seeds that will bloom across the days ahead. Every word you speak inside your mind is a tool. It can either build you up or tear you down. Choose carefully. So start it the right way. Choose words that affirm your strength. Remind yourself that the week ahead may be unpredictable, but you are not. You are steady. You are grounded. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are the architect of your responses. Ask yourself, if a friend heard the way I talk to myself on Monday mornings, would they be inspired or concerned? Would they hear a warrior speaking, or someone already defeated before the battle even begins? Number 3, focus on the person, not the plan. You can have the best plans, the best intentions, the most organized schedule. But if you're scattered inside, none of it will matter. Build yourself before you build your tasks. That means asking, am I acting out of alignment or out of clarity? Start the week by centering yourself. Instead of asking, what do I have to do? Ask, who do I want to be? Because if you build a strong you, the week will take care of itself. Most people chase productivity without ever pausing to develop the person doing the work. But it's the strength of the person, not the precision of the plan, that determines how the week unfolds. What's the use of a perfect calendar if your inner world is disorganized? What's the value of a long list if you're emotionally and mentally drained? When you begin your week, don't obsess over checking boxes. Focus on becoming the person who lives with clarity, with values, and with discipline. Because when the person is aligned, the actions will naturally follow. Ask yourself, am I building a life or just managing tasks? Am I shaping myself into someone I admire or just staying busy to feel productive? The path forward is not paved with perfection, it's paved with presence and purpose. Number 5, recommit to your standards. A strong week doesn't come from what you expect. It comes from what you accept. And every week is a new opportunity to raise your standard. How do you hold yourself? What do you allow in your space? What do you tolerate in your effort? Remind yourself, you are not here to live a life of just enough. You are here to build something worth being proud of. Standards are not about perfection. They are about respect. Respect for your dreams, your character, your time. When you let your standards slip even a little, you start teaching yourself that average is acceptable. But you weren't made for average. You weren't built for mediocrity. Each Monday, you have a new choice: to rise or to sink, to sharpen your blade or let it rust. You don't rise by accident. You rise by intention. Ask yourself, what do I need to stop accepting from myself? Where have I been too forgiving of my own excuses? What boundaries do I need to rebuild to protect the life I want? This week is a mirror. It reflects not what you wish for, but what you're willing to demand from yourself. Number 6, practice gratitude with grit. Gratitude is not weakness, it is power, especially when combined with grit. Start your week not only by recognizing what you have, but by being thankful while you work, while you grind, while you endure. Gratitude fuels you when motivation fades. It reminds you that even though you're not where you want to be, you're on the path. And that path is sacred. Anyone can be grateful when life is smooth. Anyone can smile when victories come easy. But true gratitude, the kind that strengthens your soul, comes when you are bruised, tired, and still whisper, "Thank you for the chance to fight another day." It's not about pretending the road isn't hard. It's about recognizing that even the hard road is a gift. Ask yourself, am I grateful only when things are easy, or even when they're hard? Can I find pride in my progress, even when the progress is slow and painful? The strongest people are not those who had it easy. They are the ones who stayed grateful, even when they had every reason to quit. Number 7, make a promise to your future self. Every week is a new chance to honor the version of you that you are becoming. So make a promise, a real one, not a vague hope, a solid spoken vow. This week, I will stay focused. I will show up. I will push when it's hard. I will rest when it's needed. I will not let the noise pull me away from my path. Promises to others are important, but promises to yourself are sacred. Your future self is depending on you, not for perfection, but for effort, for loyalty, for resilience. You owe it to yourself to act, not for the pleasure of the moment, but for the pride of the future. Ask yourself, what will I do this week that my future self will thank me for? How can I make today a brick in the foundation of the life I dream about? The week ahead is not just another series of days. It's another chance to move closer to the life you were meant to live. Keep that promise close. Repeat it to yourself. Protect it fiercely, because your future deserves nothing less. Every week brings with it the choice to drift or to decide, to repeat or to rise, to carry the past or to carve a new path. You don't need the perfect plan, you just need presence. You don't need motivation, you need commitment. And it all starts with how you begin. So as you stand at the start of this new week, stand tall. Ground yourself in clarity. Move forward with strength. Speak to yourself with power. And most of all, walk like the future depends on it. Because it does. Ask yourself, am I stepping into this week with intention, or just hoping to make it through? If this message touched something in you, don't just listen, live it. Share it with someone who needs it. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to Mind Aura for more timeless truths. Take care of your family, your loved ones, and the people around you. They need your strength just as much as you do. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and stand tall.